Dana Plato remains one of the most unforgettable figures of classic television, a young woman whose talent, vulnerability, and unmistakable charm made her a standout star long before the world understood the pressures she faced. Today, her name is trending once again. This time because a set of resurfaced photos has sparked intense debate across social media. The headline noise may be loud, but what these images reveal is far more layered than the shock value that online chatter loves to amplify. For millions who grew up watching her on different strokes, Dana Plato was the portrait of youthful innocence and early Hollywood promise. Her expressive eyes, lively energy, and natural warmth made her instantly relatable. But behind the scenes, Dana was navigating an industry that placed enormous expectations on young women, while giving them very little room to simply be themselves. That contrast between her public image and private reality is part of what makes the renewed attention surrounding her so emotionally charged. The resurfaced photos, taken during one of the more complicated chapters of her life, show a young woman trying to reclaim control in a world that often denied her agency. While the headlines frame them as shocking or provocative, the deeper truth is that these images capture a moment where Dana was attempting to assert her independence, her identity, and her worth beyond the wholesome character she became famous for. Instead of scandal, what many viewers now see is humanity. On social media, reactions have been divided. Some fans expressed surprise, especially those who still associate Dana with her innocent teenage roles. Others defended her fiercely, pointing out that she was an adult navigating immense pressure, judgment, and limited opportunities. Many have come forward to argue that the outrage says more about society's long-standing double standards than about Dana herself. What resonates most in the discussion is how people now view her with empathy, something she wasn't always granted in her lifetime. Her photos, rather than being scandalous artifacts, have become a reminder of how often women in the spotlight are scrutinized more harshly than their male counterparts. Dana's story underscores the emotional cost of fame, the fragile nature of early stardom, and the way public expectations can shape, and sometimes distort, a person's life trajectory. Her fans today are reclaiming the narrative, choosing to celebrate her strength rather than judge her choices. They see a woman who was doing her best to navigate a difficult environment with the limited tools she had. In her expressions, there is a clear mixture of resolve, vulnerability, and desire for self-definition. Those emotions strike a chord even more powerfully now, decades later. As renewed conversation continues, one truth rises above all the noise. Dana Plato deserved understanding, compassion, and space to grow. These resurfaced images don't diminish her legacy. They highlight the complexity behind a life lived in the public eye. And for those who admired her then and admire her now, she remains a symbol of resilience, talent, and a story that still matters.